Hello y'all, happy Sunday. I hope everybody's doing great. I'm planning to do a nice Sunday dinner. So I'm gonna start with this beef cube steak right here. I got to season it really good because I didn't marinate it. Also gonna season my flour. I'm going to do a green bean casserole, candy yams. I might do them on top of the stove. Some potatoes, but anyway, it's going to be a great meal, so let's get to cooking, guys. All right. This steak is kind of thick, so I'm just going to cut it in half, and that way I have more pieces. So I did put that cut board in the sink, and I'm going to sanitize it. Alright guys, so now I'm going to season this up. So I'm going to use some Morton seasoned salt. And I'm going to do both sides. Now I'm going to use some of that because it has no salt, but we want seasonings that make our food taste good. This is a Dollar Tree brand, no salt. Garlic and herbs, same thing. And I'm gonna put some black pepper. Alright, so I'm gonna flip it over. That one didn't get any. And guys, I eat red meat occasionally. We don't eat a lot of red meat sometimes, but not too much. I was debating on cooking meatloaf or this, so I said I'd just cook this cube steak today. And it's really good if you season it up good. So now I just need a fork to just kind of tenderize it. And I do this so that the meat can breathe. All right, so let this sit for about 20 minutes before I put it on. Alright, here's my flour. Just give it a light sprinkle. Alright, so now our steak and the flour is ready. Here are my candy yams that I cut up. They're about 1 inch thick. I'm going to drain them. And I did let them soak really good after I sliced them up. Alright guys, so in this pot right here, I'm going to make a syrup. So I'm going to put that on medium. So I have some margarine. Butter is good when you're making yams, but I like to use margarine because margarine gives it that shine. All right, so I got a stick and a half. And I got some brown sugar. I'm gonna add maybe about a 1/4 cup of, that's about a 1/2 cup of white sugar. And I'm going to add about a 1/2 cup of light brown sugar. So I got that in the pot. So I'm just gonna let that cook. So in the meanwhile, I'm gonna add some ground cinnamon. And you can add as much. If you don't like cinnamon, don't add it. Okay. I'm gonna add a little nutmeg. All right, nutmeg. And I'm gonna add some vanilla and lemon extract. So I have this cooking on medium. I have some butter. About a 1/4. And I'm going to add vanilla, about a teaspoon. I don't know, guys, I might put these in the oven. It all depends. So I'm going to let that continue to melt down. Now I'm going to add my oil for the steak. Today I'm using vegetable oil, and I'm going to cut up some onions for the gravy. That should be enough. And I got this from the Food Lion. It's called Soul Food Starter Candy Yam Seasoning Mix. It has 41 grams of sugar, 0 grams of sodium, but I already have sugar and all that stuff in this pot, so I'm just going to add a little bit, not much. I'm not going to add much. That way I'll get a sample of how it really tastes. All right, guys, so here is the syrup. It's cooking up. It's almost ready. So while that is getting ready, I'm just going to add my potatoes to the bowl. And I'm going to cover them. That's ready. All right, so just cut that off. All right, so I'm gonna pour this on here. I didn't add any water because potatoes makes its own water anyway. So I'm going to get some foil and cover this. And guys, I like to use these right here. You can get them from the Dollar General, off the dollar aisle, or you can get them from Dollar Tree. They really come in good for like if you're fixing carry-outs. And I also use them for coverings. So I'm gonna cook these on 400. Alrighty, so my oven is hot. Alright, so I'm gonna put those in there and let them bake. Alright, so now my oil is ready for the steak. So I want this to get a crisp fry on it, and then it's going in the gravy. Alright, so I'm going to let that fry, guys, and I'll be back. Alright, so these are my green beans in the can for my green bean casserole. And guys, guess what? I have never in my life made green bean casserole. But there's a first time for everything. I do know that. I do believe. So I'm going to wipe these off. Let them dry. So I have my potatoes back there on for the potato and broccoli mix. I'm just going to flip this over. So this is cooking up really good. And I'm going to try to drop those other two pieces in here. Because all I'm doing now is just frying this up. Okay, so I got to turn this up. Because when I drop that meat in there, the temperature drops. All right, just let it fry. All right, so now I'm gonna open these green beans. I already rinsed my bowl out. Just gonna sit it right here. I need to put some of this stuff up out of the way. All right, so open up the green beans. I'm gonna pour them in this baking dish, but I'm gonna rinse them. Alright, so that's can number 2. These are really cut up. Oh, it says kitchen sliced green beans. Okay, so these are the perfect green beans for the green bean casserole. Okay, I'll do 2, 3, 4. Let's see. And you do gotta pick through them because they have little stems in them. But I'm gonna add one more can. So these are more bite-sized beans. So it says kitchen sliced green beans. I never really paid that any attention. These are Green Giant. I'm just gonna drain them. All right, so they look pretty good. Okay. So I gotta dump this. All right, guys, so back at this steak. So I'm just gonna take up this one and I'm gonna let that fry, and then we'll come back and make the gravy. So I cut those potatoes off. Now we're gonna make this green bean casserole, guys. So guys, my green bean casserole was not casseroling at all, but I'll make it over. But it was still good. Everything mushroom. This has 50 milligrams of sodium per 1/4 teaspoon. So I give it a little light sprinkle. Okay. And I found that from the Food Lion. All right, guys, I was supposed to use the other mushroom soup mix, and I should have added some mushrooms to this. But anyway, this is where I'm using the golden mushroom onion soup mix. So I'm gonna mix this really good. I know the regular mushroom is white. Well, it's not white, it's more like a cream color. So I said this might be interesting. All right, guys, so I'm gonna pour that and see what it come out. But if I missed something, guys, let me know in the comments. This is my first time making this. Then I'm gonna stir it up. So I gotta add a little black pepper on top. Alright guys, so I'm gonna put that in the oven. Alright, so we're gonna start with the gravy. Put it on medium. This is some medium onion that I'm adding. I'm just gonna do a little bit of this olive oil. Just to brown the onions. And I'm gonna use a little bit of the beefy onion. And guys, I try to clean up a little as I go. That way I won't have so much to do later. I don't want my gravy oily. I just want it to have a lot of flavor. So that's about 4 tablespoons of butter. So this is the seasoned flour that I had. I'm gonna put a little bit in there, not too much. I'm trying to put about 3 or 4 tablespoons. I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe. If you like the video, hit the like button and comment. Leave me a comment, guys. Let me know if I'm doing a good job or I need to improve. But I'm really just giving you my cooking skills. And I'm still learning new things. There's always something new to learn in the cooking world. Always. All right, so I'm going to mix this little pack in some water. All right, guys, so I got 2 cups of water to 1 pack of onion. I'm going to add a total of 4 cups. All right. So I'm going to bring this up to a boil. So I am going to add the meat back. And then I'll check on my other stuff that I'm cooking. Okay. My hands are clean, guys. All right, so I'm gonna let this come to a boil. And then as it cooks, I probably have to add a little more, maybe black pepper, but I don't want it to be real salty. All right, guys. All right, everybody, so now I'm going to cook my rice. I really like this rice right here. It's a chicken flavored rice. It says a blend of premium rice with savory chicken broth and vegetables. It's really, really good. You can add a little pat of butter. I'm just gonna add a little bit of olive oil, just enough. I usually add equal amounts of water to the rice. So I put a lid on it. I'm just gonna let it cook. But that rice is very good, guys. All right, so here I am back with the steak and gravy. So now I'm gonna turn this down on low and let it simmer. You can add bell peppers to this, guys. Tastes really good. That beefy onion soup mix made a real difference, even though it already had seasons to it. But I tried to make sure I didn't add too much salt. The perfect balance. All right, guys, so I'm gonna let that simmer. So I gave the yams a real good stir and they're almost done, guys. All right, guys, so here are the yams. They came out really, really good. They are done. Smells delicious. All right, guys, this is my green bean casserole. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to look, but anyway, let me know, guys. So I'm gonna put some of these on top, the crispy onions, and we're gonna eat it anyway. All right, guys. Okay, so now I'm gonna check on the rice. So I hope these crispy onions help, but I will use the regular mushroom gravy. The rice is cooking up nice. I turn it down, just let it cook slow. So the steak is cooking up good. I'm gonna let it cook for about 10 or 15 more minutes, and that will be finished. All right, so last I'm going to do, I'm not going to do the cornbread because I got yams and rice. And I got potatoes over there. So I'm going to work on the chicken. And that's easy because it's going in the air fryer. All right, guys, we are almost done. And the potatoes and the broccoli is a side that some of my family wanted. So I just put it on and steamed them and seasoned them. All right, guys, so now here I have 5 chicken thighs. Right here, I seasoned them well. Garlic powder, onion powder, salt, pepper, olive oil. There they are. So I'm going to put them in the air fryer. So I'm going to let this preheat. I'm going to roast them on 400 degrees. So I'm going to let that preheat up. And after it preheats, I'll come back and put the chicken in. And these air fryers are so convenient. This is my second one. I think I burnt the first one out. But no, they are convenient, guys. Really convenient. When you're in a pinch. All right, so I'm gonna let those cook, guys. All right, guys, so these are halfway finished. So I'm gonna flip them over and let them get done. All right, guys, so my chicken is done. There it is. All right, so that is the air roasted chicken thighs. Came out really good, guys. And everybody, I want to thank you all for watching this video. The food was really, really good. Let me know if you prefer voiceovers. That makes the video a little shorter. Or if you wanted to see me cook in real time. So thank you guys for watching. And the meal was great. Cook a good lunch or dinner, guys.